fans since since '84 actually, and
wow.
And I've been. I'll tell you what. Just to start out, Jack, with that, the first, the self-titled album, and coming up through high school, I listened to that. Well, back then we had cassettes. I mean, it was CDs were just starting to come out, and
right.
Being in high school, you went out and you got what you can afford, but you just got the music, and that debut has got to be, in my eyes, is definitely one of the tops of all time. It really is.
What is it?
The self-titled.
Oh, the self-titled album.
Right.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'd say, it was when we were in our early wannabe Judas Priest phase,
Right.
The band hadn't really found its own identity musically. You know what I mean? We were still searching, and we got the keyboard player and I Shot in the Dark, and it was just too keyboard heavy. It's like you buy a new toy, you're going to play with it all the whole time, you know what I mean?
Right.
You find a new trick on Facebook, and you use it all the time,
Right.
So it's just, I think we went overboard on the keyboards on that, on that album. Still got a couple of great songs on it,
Right.
And then I think One Spit was the album we really found our musical kind of like the center, of a musical realm. And Rock Me was kind of that center to me. It was like, okay, this is the band. This is a song I would identify as being the quintessential, great white song.
Right.
That kind of represented our music later on down the road and the things that we did, and to be a blues band, a blues rock and roll band,
Right.
So that was just weird how it all worked out. You find yourself.
And when you guys came out too, when it kind of first started up, you kind of, a lot of the bands had like the glam and everything, back in that era, and you guys came out, kind of like the jeans and t-shirts and with a little bit of the '70s style, and just went out and hit it, and I thought that was pretty cool, to start out like that.
Yeah, we didn't. It was unfortunate. I wish my guys wouldn't have blowing the hair all up like that. I never liked it.
Right.
But, who am I going to tell a guy how to wear his hair,
Right.
Exactly. You don't do that. It's like telling me how to wear my hairpiece back in those days,
Right.
Hey, at least I'm one of the few people that admit it. I mean, it's like, who cares, man? Who cares if you lost your hair?
Right.
You're not fooling anybody now.
Right.
I mean, you might as well admit, you had way tons of hair, more than any human being should have.
Right.
So,
That's the truth.
It was funny, I got this new toupee years ago. I mean, this was an actual, they wore toupees. I wore like, where they weave it in, they weaved it, and it was like the top was part, that's where all the hair came from, and then it was woven into your own hair. They make a big, like a braid of hair around your head.
Right.
And they sew the piece to that,
Right.
And then you tape it down in the front, or however people have it sewn to it. But at the time I didn't have enough hair, so
right.
I used the tape down. But this piece, the last piece I got, it was so real. But you had to shave like the center of your head. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because any hair could be seen through it, right? So you want to have, a lot of guys where you don't see it, they have a hairline. I mean, like have a part in their hair.
Right.
They pretty much don't have one. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean? They don't have a part. Something's going, why don't you have a part? Why isn't everything black?
Right.
How come I can't see your scalp at all, So, telling signs.
Right,
so
right.
Anyway, I just got tired of it as I got older, but I put this on while I was still getting up. I wore it this one night at the Whiskey when we were doing a memorial for Ty.
Yeah.
our guitar player, you know.
Right.
And all these reviews afterwards, people are commenting, I thought that guy used to wear a wig. I could have sworn he did. You know? I'm thinking I'm still wearing one. You just don't know it is one. Technology. So I finally said, you know, this is a pain in the butt, man. I'm just going to cut my hair short and get some hair transplants.
Right.
So that's what I did. But, you know, it's like, okay, I don't really care. I'm 56 years old. You know, I've been through, like, a nuclear holocaust in my life.
Right,
You know, with all the stuff that's going to happen in my life, you know. So it's like, who cares anymore? It's like, I don't have to have this long ends mane. It's like, it's not that important.
Right.
Singing and songs is more important.
And speaking about, you know, how you you know, go about, you know, putting a song together, you know, a great white song. What are some of the things you look for as far as you know, like when you're going in for the song structure? Is it like a hook? Because I mean, the career, the Great White career, and everything you've done, you know, with your solo stuff, you know, with the new band and everything, it all has the, you know, the classic hook, and you know, every time I hear it, I'm like, you know, I know that's Jack Russell. I mean, you've made a name for yourself, so.
By that voice.
Exactly.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, yeah, it's, I don't know, the band is, you know, the question you asked about the writing, you know, well, it's Robbie and I now, you know, they're doing the bulk of the writing of the songs, and what's really neat about it is, you know, he brings in a different element to the band, you know.
Right.
He adds those things that I wasn't able to do before, you know, just due to ability. You know, I'm not saying that anybody's better than anybody else, but everybody's got things that they can do that other people can't, or vice versa, you know.
Right.
And so, you know, I was able to really utilize the guitars in a lot more of a featured way, you know. Not just the solos. I mean, there's little bits and doobie wops and all the chord changes and stuff. So,
right.
And it's really orchestrated. And there's some songs like, you know, the title track. I'm not sure how familiar with the album you are, but he saw it coming. That was, you know, it was just amazing. It was.
Right.
I just couldn't believe he's how good he is. You know. But the songs, you know, me and Robbie, we just sit and, you know, we never preconceive an idea. Like, I don't go, okay, we need 2 really fast songs and 3 mid-tempo songs and 1 ballad and,
right,
you know,
right.
one, I don't do that. We just start writing, you know. And we ended up coming up with the sound that we wanted. And having nothing to do with the songs, but the sound we wanted was retro modern, you know. And, you know, and whatever songs came out, they came out. The ones I liked, I kept. And the ones I didn't bother working on them. You know, it was that simple. I mean, I didn't, you know, any song as good as worth working on. I mean, if you can maybe file it away for some, you know, other time, or which I've done, or you sell it to somebody else, you know, get your names on the credits, which I've done.
Right.
You know, so we just work on songs, and when we think they're good, we finish them up, and boom, you know. And I think we were pretty successful at the effort on the album, you know, showing a different part of you know, my musicality, you know, say.
Right.
You know, so it's because I write a lot of music too, you know.
Right.
Like Spy versus Spy, but that's why you'll see a lot of songs that won't just say Jack Russell, because it wouldn't be fair to have to go, okay, go like this.
Exactly.
But it was punch out, and I'm making chords that are gang, 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 you know what I mean?
Right.
That's not a chord, that's just a note, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you can't really sing a chord, you need to have like 5 more pairs of vocal cords, you know?
Right.
You know, seriously, man, you guys got a really huge neck.
Exactly.
Himself.
To hit all that.
Yeah.
Hey, how has the how's the new album been doing for you? I got to review it for Frontiers when it came out, and it's an excellent album. It's it's diverse.
It just keeps running out of stock. That's the problem. I don't think these guys really thought that we were going to do anything. Maybe, but it's frustrating. I wish they would have more product. That's not a diss on the label because thank you for signing us, but
right.
I mean, let's make some money here.
Right,
it's
exactly.
A successful record.
Exactly. And
I want to get it to the people's ears because I don't know. What did you think of the record? I mean, there's a few people that were like, "Oh, wow,"
I thought it was excellent. What I liked about it is it still had touches of the older stuff.
Sure.
But like you said, it still had the modern elements too, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, it was definitely it's meant to be listened to as an album. It's really an album experience. There's a lot of stuff you can put the headphones on,
right,
and just listen to the albums, top to finish. That's what we really took a while, with the set. I mean, it's not the set, but the set of songs,
right.
I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but what I'm trying to say.
Right.
What song goes after what song does what song,
Yeah, you had
the order.
Right.
Order of things, yeah. Tough word, yeah. It was 2 syllables. They just kill me every time.
No, order's good. Yeah. I didn't. No, well, nobody thought of it. So it sounds perfect.
The song order, yes, there you go. That's not really the word I was looking for. It was a much more eloquent word, but order had to suffice.
Like a sequence, yeah. Like you have everything is
sequence. That's exactly what the word I was looking for. The album sequence.
It kind of just hit me when I thought, sequence.
Yeah, so we took our time doing that. We took our time with the sequencing and really making sure it really was laid out from front to back to make the most sense possible and to have the most, feel of leading you somewhere.
Right.
Not like all of a sudden, it just slaps you in the face out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah, I thought it was excellent. I heard the Holics like right before it came out. They sent them to us, and so anything that your name is tied to, I'm definitely going to be on it.
Thank you, man.
Really
I really appreciate that. It means a lot. I have a lot of fans out there who've been supporting me for a long time, and I'd like to acknowledge to them, how much it's appreciated, how much love I have for them,
Right. I remember what I was going to bring up is, we were talking in the beginning about the self-titled, and then I brought up, and I thought about the on cassette, the On Your Knees EP when that came out. So that kind of tied. I had the self-titled first, and then the On Your Knees cassette after that. So.
Oh, wow.
We've been listening a long time.
Yeah, because it was only available in L.A. I mean, it was pretty much just L.A. that we released it.
Right.
It was our own label, independent label that we put together and, borrowed some money to help us out from some people, and put the record out and managed to sell like 20,000 copies of the EP just in L.A. by ourselves. So
that
was like a massive bidding war afterwards. Every single label in town wanted to sign us, we ended up going with the worst label we could possibly go to. And that's another side. I wanted to go to Columbia.
Right.
Even by America, I didn't know who that was.
Right.
Like, I had no clue. Now, of course, knowing now, I was like, wow, that's a big label.
Right.
Oddly enough, we were picked up by Capitol later on. Their sister company. But, you know, it's like those saying, if you turn left, you turn right, you know?
Right. Oh, you never know when you're young like that.
That was a big decision, and I let my manager decide because I thought he knew more about the business than I did.
Right.
But, you know, who knows? He used the pass around, you know, we see all day long go with, well, he's in there.
Right.
Hell with that, man. I'm doing good.
Yeah, and with, you know, you mentioned Rock Me, and, you know, you said that was really what was like the signature song for you guys. I mean, it tied in what you were all about, like, at that time. And
the signature song for us is obviously Once Bitten, Twice Shy, as far as the pub is concerned, I think.
Right.
For the most part. But, you know, I mean, for us, for our own material, you know, that was like 7 minutes, 11 seconds of magic, you know, what I believe. For some people may not like the song, that's fine, and I don't mean to sound like unhumble, but, I just think that song was a magic. I'm so thankful and honored to be able to say I was a part of writing that. You know,
that is a great song too. You know what's cool too is a lot of if there's a cover band and they're going to do a Great White song, I mean, that's the song they do. And they do it very well too. Most of the bands that I hear that do that song.
Oh, Rock Me?
No, Once Bitten, Twice Shy.
Once Bitten, Twice Shy?
Right.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's not. Quit telling me, thank you, what a great song I wrote. It's like, I didn't write it. Probably poor. It's funny, I was listening to an interview of Ian Hunter from, you know, Mouth of Hoople. Right. And who wrote the song, you know?
Right.
And I keep playing that song live, and kids keep coming up to me saying, why are you playing that Great White song?
Right.
But I'm sure he wasn't, you know, scoffing at the money, because he made a lot of money off that.
Right.
You know, a lot of publishing.
That song blew up for you guys, definitely.
Yeah, I never thought it was going to be a hit. I just don't know. I changed the I to mine, like you say, I once been twice shy. I said, no.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good. You need a my, you don't need a you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, once bitten, twice shy, my, maybe that's the reason it never took off. It was only like a little minor East Coast hit, you know?
Right. And then put a great video behind it, too.
Yeah, that was Bobby Brown's, that was even before Cherry Pie.
Right, that was cool. I remember when that video came out, when it debuted.
Yeah, I had a number one video at one point. That was the most requested. That was like really cool, you know.
What's it like now, Jack, as far as, you know, back then, you know, you guys had the MTV and was able to, you know, to really get the word out there because of the videos and people watching. You know, what's it like nowadays as far as, you know, being a band and doing any kind of promotion? I mean, what's the best for you guys? I mean, what seems to work the best for you?
Well, I think being a band right now is kind of like, picture me down at the bottom of a huge well going, I'm down here in the hole!
Right. It's crazy, huh?
I just feel like a black hole sucking us in. Oh, man, no corporate rock.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they
You know, but, you know, the thing is cool. The thing is really cool is, you know, we have such loyal fans, and, you know, now we're doing all these festivals and stuff. I just got to get a record to break. I just need to prove to myself and to the world that you can still, you know, sell records.
Right.
You know, you can still sell CDs. You know what I mean?
Right.
You just got to figure out the way to do it. So we're just trying to figure that out, you know?
And that's
there is a way, because people are selling, still are bands selling these records.
It seems like things are swinging that way again too. You know, people want, you know, more of the physical product now. I mean, I know that I always have.
I would want just something I could hold and see and look at and display and, you know.
Right.
Hey, here's a display and stuff like that, you know. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't do that, you know. Right.
It's like I always say, it's a piece of art. It really is. I like looking at the liner notes and the band
me too.
pictures.
That's why the albums I've designed, you know, the covers I've designed have been, they've been, you know, not made for a CD cover. They've been made for an album cover, you know, right. Because there's so much going on and there's so much detail that they're not supposed to be on a CD. They're made for an album, you know. Right. And what's cool, that's why it's cool we came out in vinyl. So the vinyl is great. It's like it's like a fold out, you know, I mean, with the lyrics on the side, the pictures and stuff. And
right.
So there's no sleeve with all the information. It's actually a fold out album.
And the album sales are starting to pick up over in Europe now. From what I've been hearing from everybody, they said it's like a 30% increase on vinyl.
That's incredible. Vinyl's a great format.
It is.
I mean, as far as to listen, it's a great format. You know, to listen on. You know, it's like you have CDs, you have digital, you have analog, which is albums and not albums, but records, and then you have digital now, CDs. You know, the thing about digital recording, it's a mirror image of what you're hearing, but it's very. If I was to try to use an analogy, it would be like. Picture digital recording as a straight hardback chair. Okay. And then picture analog as like a big fluffy beanbag chair.
Right.
That's kind of how, if I had to use an analogy, which I just did,
right.
You know, that would be my analogy, you know.
That's a good one, too.
It just has a tape compression, you can compress on the voice, a natural drum compression. It just has a natural progression from the tape itself.
Right.
So it makes it sound really easy on the ears, you know?
Right, right. And speaking of, you were just speaking of, you know, album covers and everything. The He Saw It Coming album covers is one of the coolest, you know, that I've seen in a long time. Anyway, it's really nice.
That's funny, because you read some of these guys' interviews that go out there and they just seem like the most horrible album in the world. I mean, and there's not many. I mean, but there's a couple. I mean, it says, well, this is just what I would have thought to come out of him. I'm like, what? You could have predicted this album was going to sound like this? Fuck. Pardon me. I don't think so.
Exactly.
I mean, really?
Exactly.
I mean, how could you predict that? It's so far removed from anything I've ever done.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
But it still has that Great White feel, because I was one of the principal writers in Great White, and also
right.
My voice is so distinct, you know?
Exactly.
And this guy says, when he, something about it, the guy said, it was something about when he sounds like himself, every once in a while he sounds like himself. I'm like, what? Like, you're just obviously an idiot, or you're a huge fan of the other guys, and you just try to, you know, I don't know. Or you just don't know anything about music, and you should just give up the job. You know, you got a hater as a critic.
Jack, I think about, I read some of the reviews that some of these guys put out, and it's I'm not saying, that they're not trying to support, but if you're going to listen to an album, really listen to it and give the artist, what they deserve. Listen to the songs and project out what you feel about them instead of just saying, well, I didn't expect his voice to sound like that. I think, you know, Jack Russell is Jack Russell. Doesn't matter if he's doing a Great White tune or he's doing, you know, you have other things that influence you too. I mean, that's what they need to appreciate. It's a shame.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. And, you know, but then I read, you know, I read a lot of the people that bought the record, and you know, most comments are just huge. I mean, you know, we've had better reviews on this album than any record that we've ever done.
That's great.
You know, I mean, really, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know, and I just, wow, you know, that's what I want it to be, you know.
Right, right.
I mean, but this is, you know, Jack Russell's Great White. You go, well, some people say, well, it doesn't sound like Great White. Well, it's not going to.
Right.
I don't want it to.
Right.
You know, I want it to sound like Jack Russell's Great White. I mean, which is, you know, if I could have had this band when I started it, you know.
Right.
Because, I mean, you know, I'm not saying the other guys are bad, because certainly they're not.
Right.
You know, I never would have been with them for all those years.
Exactly.
But when you play with a different caliber player, you know, it's pretty amazing the things you can do that you weren't able to do before. You know.
Right.
You know, so it's nice. I really love my band. They're so great. You know.
It opened things up for you.
You know, it's been a blast, huh?
I was saying it opened things up for you. It opened up a whole new way of looking at things too.
Oh yeah, you know, the cool thing I've got you know, what is it? Now what was I going to say? I've got 5 band members, you know, who all can, well, 4 band members besides myself who all can sing. They're all like lead vocalists.
That's great.
So it really makes it nice for me because the harmonies can sound like the harmonies. You know, they can sound strong, and we can do a lot of cool stuff because we did a lot of weird harmony bits on the new album. And not weird, but cool. You know, different.
Right, right.
To do those live, or you know, wow.
And that helps when you got all the guys.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
No, please.
Oh, I was just saying it helps when you have the guys that you know, that can do all the backup and the harmonies, especially when you guys are, you know, when you're copping it live.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, it's I don't know. We have one song on the album, the last song, which, you know, people love, and you know, the haters hate, and, you know, whatever. But it's one of the coolest songs I think that we've ever attempted and succeeded in. Was this a cappella song, you know, Godspeed, and it's nothing but vocals.
Right.
You know, and if you really listen to it, the arrangement of the vocals, how intricate and cool and bizarre it is, you know, to have nothing but vocals making a song. Even the solo, and then my guitar player does in his mouth.
Right.
It's so cool. You know, so, I mean, you know, it's not for, you know, just anyone, it's for everyone, you know.
Right, there's a lot of classic elements. I mean, you know, you brought
it is. It's very diverse. It's very diverse. And people always say that, oh, it's the best record we ever made. Well, this is Jack Russell's Great White's first album, and it is definitely the best thing we ever made, that's for sure, no matter what you think of it.
Right. And I'm glad to see that it's doing well for you too. I mean, it's well deserved.
Yeah, you know, it's doing okay. You know, I just wish we had, you know, better participation with, you know, pressing more CDs. It's like, come on, people want to buy it. You're running out. You're making them go to these places on the web, you know.
Right.
You don't want that.
Yeah, you want to be able to hit it hard as soon as it comes out, like when it's, you know, at its peak.
Yeah, no, the release of this record was a total debacle. I can say that. You know, all the timing was off and everything, and you know, nobody had their ducks in a row. I'm not blaming, you know, the label. Nobody had their ducks in a row.
Right.
So.
Now, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing a video right now, huh?
I was saying, how you guys doing as far as you know, doing like tour support for, you know, for the new album? How's everything going out there on the road?
Oh, we're doing good. The show's doing great. Yeah, we've got a lot of good shows coming this year, and we'll keep booking more and more and more. So that's all I want, is to keep me working.
Hey, I have a good friend here in Pittsburgh. It's a mutual friend of ours, Lou Hetzer.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, he did a show with you guys. I'm trying to remember where that was at. But where was that at in Star Lake? What was the name of that club?
It's Roadhouse.
Roadhouse?
Grimm's Roadhouse.
Grimm's Roadhouse, okay. Yeah, he was the one that, he set that show up, and when I told him we were doing an interview with you, he said, oh man, he said, that's great. And he actually did a review of the new album, and he loved it.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, those are the kind of reviews I like.
Yeah, all good stuff. Real good stuff. Hey, I saw you guys were doing
you know, honestly, I don't take the reviews too seriously either way, you know, because it's just down to one person's opinion. If they like it, it makes me happy. If they don't like it, it makes me sad, but I don't get angry or anything. It's like, well, too bad he doesn't get it, you know?
Right.
You know?
That's it.
It's like, really, seriously, it's too bad you don't get it, because you got a really enjoyable record, you know?
Yeah, you gotta.
Not everybody likes liver, but some people eat it.
That's it. Hey, I saw you're doing a show. It's a Sunset Strip show with L.A. Guns and Junkyard. I just saw the ad for that. How did that come about? Like you guys are doing some like.
I don't know. I guess our agent got with their agent, and you know, I don't get involved in all that stuff. I just call them and yell at them and make sure they're doing what they're doing. No, I'm kidding. I yell at them. we just keep in constant contact. We're on the phone pretty much every day.
Right.
You know. So.
Yeah, play as many shows as you can to get the word out there. And it's new album's great. What kind of great white songs do you guys do on this tour? I mean, you got such a huge catalog that you could choose from. I mean, it's got to be tough, huh?
Yeah. Well, we're doing a lot off the Once Bitten album this year because it's the 30th anniversary of the release.
Awesome.
So we're doing a little tribute to that. So we're playing more songs off that album than we ever have.
That's a great album. I remember. I got a good story. We had our dad had a Mustang GT back in '87, and that's when I was in high school. And that album, that cassette, actually, I burned through 2 of those that entire summer. So that's a classic. That's going to be a classic till the end of time.
Oh, thank you, my brother. I appreciate that very much. It's got some songs on it. Yeah, there's a couple that are lyrically just a little too like kind of stupid, you know? Like gonna get you. Got no way to run, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
Come on, really? Oh my God, you can't think of anything better than that. No, you're the bad we quit sniffing glue. Oh God.
What was it like?
Yeah, that'll be on Blabbermouth in the headline.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack Russell said bad week that we're sniffing glue.
That's it.
Yeah. Jack's on the glue again. He's on the glue.
That's it.
It's funny though, that magazine, man. You can say something completely out of context, and they'll take it, and he meant this. It's like, really?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, talk like that. Funny.
Back then, like when you were coming up with, like, say, Once Bitten, Twice Shy, and, the albums back in the, late 80s and everything, how much did the, the producers and the record labels influence you guys? I mean, was this something where they said, hey, we want you guys to go this way, or was it just, hey, we're going to do what we want to do?
No, strangely, my manager was, we eventually fired him after years, but, in those days he was doing a lot of good things, and he added, so, our guys never even showed up at the studio.
Yeah.
Nobody from the record label ever came down to bother us. They just left us at our own. We just delivered the product, and that was it. There was no like, oh, well, this song we think is,
Right. So they didn't come in and say, hey.
I mean, the only thing that I know that they may have had, let's see, an idea to change would have been Rock Me when we came down to do the video.
Yeah.
Because the video had to be shortened. The song had to be shortened for MTV.
Right.
So we shot another video the same day that a couple parts with different parts, because we took the song and we rearranged it and edited it and wrote some new lyrics for it, just in a couple places, so we could still tell the story, but shorten it. So that was really weird, because sometimes I would be in live, and I all of a sudden I'd sing the video lyrics, and I don't know.
Yeah. I remember that when the album was released, and then that the video. I remember you saying about that when you just said it about changing the lyrics to it, just to get it to fit.
Yeah, that was trippy.
They want everything radio friendly.
When we went out to radio, we went out and we put. If you look at the album, right, you have it on one side. All the songs say 3 minutes and 57 seconds. On the other side, they all say 3 minutes and 58 seconds.
Yeah.
Is that just stupid or what?
They wanted everything to be radio friendly, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I get it, but it's funny. So in 50 days, you put that on, right?
Right.
And then they're like going, wait a minute, this song isn't 3 minutes or 4 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, how long is this song? But, too late, it already become,
right.
People had already started calling for it,
Right. That's great. Hey, what I always liked about you as a vocalist was, not only, I think you got a really cool voice for the faster stuff, but, being able to do a ballad, like the power ballads that you've done, in the past has been amazing. I mean, I think that's what sets you apart, from a lot of vocalists. It's a different perspective on what you do, and I think it's cool.
I'm sorry, I missed some of that because of the wind.
I was saying that what I always thought that was cool about you as a vocalist was not only did you have the cool voice for the for the faster songs. I mean the ballads that you did really were they came across genuine. They came across powerful as well, and I think you do very well with actually both aspects of it. Great with the heavy songs and
Thank you.
And excellent with the ballads as well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So I
work hard.
When you go into say you're going to do a slower song like that, I mean, how do you approach that as a vocalist, when you go in to do something like that?
What do you mean, a ballad?
Yeah, like a ballad or something that's a little slower, since it's a different change.
Oh, I mean, how do I get myself prepared to sing it?
Right.
Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Just like any other song, really, I just go in and I know what song I'm going to sing and I put the appropriate amount of emotion in it because, I mean, every song I write about, is about myself, something I've been through, not all of them, but,
right.
Mostly,
Right.
So it's really easy to get in that headspace.
Right. Yeah, you take it about things that are happening in your life around the time you're writing and what influences you.
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time myself here.
No, I said, you write about the things that are influencing you at your life at that time.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, as I said once before, and I'll say it again if this could be redundant, I believe that, every album is basically a snapshot of your life, where you are at that time in your life,
Right.
And for me, it's like, these are the things that my head and my heart are wrapped around at this point in time, I just quit drinking almost 2 years ago. And the doctor told me I would die if I drank again because I drank myself into a 5-day coma.
Right.
And my liver almost completely shut down. I mean, it was close. So I said, well, with that information, I'm not going to drink. You didn't say you might die, you could die, you would die, you should die.
Right.
He said, you're going to die. You're not going to drink. You're not ever going to change the way you're going to drink, right?
Right.
I go, no, not likely.
Right.
It was one of them. The next one will be the last one. And I said, well, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. And, I haven't tasted drops since, and there's no even thought of it. It'd be like sitting around thinking about playing Russian roulette with a loaded gun.
Right.
I got to do much thinking about that. So.
That changes perspective real fast, huh?
Oh yeah, man.
And that probably brought a lot, to your music. I mean, on a new album and some of the influences, the songwriting.
Right.
And with this the new album, and you have the tour, we were just talking about. What's the plans for the tour? I mean, is it going to be a U.S. or are you guys going to head over to Europe?
Really bad. Oh, hang on 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Hang on 1 second. I'm just having a little key debacle here.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll come and go and check the car. I'll be right back. Sorry about that.
No problem, Jack.
You said in this situation, I got to find my keys in my car, and I got to walk back down the boat. Yeah. All right. So anyway, I'm sorry to
No.
pull away there. So what we talking? What we saying?
I was just asking about the tour, the plans. I mean, is it just going to be U.S. or are you guys going to head over to Europe and do something?
Well, we have plans maybe to go to Europe. I'm just waiting to see the offers so I can figure out whether it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing.
Right.
So we'll see. There's a lot left to, a lot lies ahead. It'll be a good year, I think. There's a lot of cool stuff happening.
Yeah, I'm glad.
We're going to shoot a new video this next weekend. Of She Moves Me, which is really cool.
That's cool. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be really. I don't want to let the plot out. You know what I mean? But
Right.
It's different than what the song. It's different. It's not like the follow the bouncing ball with the lyrics and actors. You know.
Right.
So.
That's cool, man. Getting a different side of the album out, and diverse too. So it'll be something different for everybody to see. I think that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
And what I wanted to ask you is I always thought, bringing up songs and everything that you've done in the past is I always liked from Shot in the Dark was Runaway. So
right.
do you have a favorite song? I'm sure you get asked this all the time. I mean, a favorite song that you've done in the past, like that you say, man, I really came across and delivered, what I wanted out of that, and maybe even one of your favorite songs to do live.
Well, maybe House of Broken Love.
That's a good song.
Of course, rock. So, I don't know. I think the best performance of a song, I think, for me would be Silent Night on Can't Get There From Here.
Nice.
That was actually a scratch vocal that we kept because it was just so good. We went, I don't want to try doing that again.
Right.
Yeah,
sometimes you get out there and you just nail it.
Yeah. We did that on a couple songs, actually. St. Lorraine and we're talking about Silent Night.
Right.
So,
that's.
We go through
How about? I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know. It sounded like they cut out a little bit.
Oh, okay, because of wind, probably.
What with the new record and everything, and everything that that's coming up and everything. What's the future like? You think for this band? I mean, you guys are solid. It's the first this release here is excellent. I mean, are you looking forward to doing more albums down the road? With this band.
Oh hell yeah.
Good.
Hell yeah. See what I do. I've got a lot of plans. I don't want to jinx them by talking about them, but I have a lot of lofty visions.
Right.
So, I don't do things. I'm sober and I've got my head on straight. I don't do things 50%. I do everything 100%.
Right, you have that
I put
professionalism.
all my effort into anything. It's like if I want it, I'll make it happen.
Right.
If it's any way possible. And there's not too much I found that isn't possible.
Right. That's why you've been in the business so long. You're obviously doing something right.
I mean, everything that isn't possible in a generative way.
Right.
To achieve anything you really want and believe it. If you just figure it out there.
Right.
If you just manifest destiny,
Right, exactly. So how about
how strong my energy is these days? We'll find out.
Yeah. How about anything that you want to get out to the fans, Jack? Anything that's coming up, that we haven't talked about, or something that we could get out for?
Everything's great. Just buy the new album. It's awesome. You can get it on Amazon, Target, order through them. You can get it, Spotify, iTunes, whatever. But please pick one up. You're gonna love it.
I agree. I think it's
That's
great.
my sales pitch.
I think it's great. I think it's great. And we're hoping that we're going to get. We're hoping that we get to see you in Pittsburgh too. Absolutely.
I'm working on it. We're going to try to go everywhere this year. planning for next year. It doesn't matter. We just, you know.
Right.
I mean, we haven't been there to. My wife was born in Pittsburgh, you know, so
Oh yeah.
I get to go back there. I get to visit her family and stuff, which is great. You know.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Anyway.
Well, we'll get
That's it. Go ahead.
we'll get the word out for you, man, and you know, good luck with the new record.
Yeah, you see, you got one more thing you want to ask. Go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm just kind of in a time crunch. But go ahead. You got one more?
Well, I was gonna say, you know, we're gonna get the word out for you, and you know, we've been fans forever, and that's what we're trying to do. You know, with our business is to get the word out for the artist. You know, we've supported you guys, and we've appreciated everything that you've done. You know, for us as fans for 30 years, 40 years, and it's incredible, man. It's been a part of our lives, you know, for so long, and we're proud. I mean, we're proud. I mean, we really are.
Thank you, man. That makes me feel really, really good. Thank you. I so appreciate it.
And you keep doing what you're doing, man. Just, you know, we're listening. We'll get the word out for you, and you know, like I said, we appreciate it, man. We'll do everything that we can to get people to listen to that record, get the word out, and support you on tour and everything that you do, Jack. I mean, I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Great, man. My pleasure, man. Thank you so much for everything you do. All right, keep my number, all right?
Absolutely.
Stay in touch.
Well,
all right, my brother.
All right, man. All right, Jack. Thanks for your time, man.
Oh, no problem, brother. You have a wonderful, wonderful Easter. Oh, you already did have Easter. I'm sorry, man. Enjoy the rest of April.
Yeah, weather getting nice. It's always good.
I'm saying, Happy Easter is like 9 days later.
No.
I'll be saying, hey, Merry Christmas. Yeah, boy. Yeah, you can tell I've had my share of the good stuff in my earlier days.
You know what, though? What's crazy is it still feels...
Who are you people? What are you doing in my living room? Oh, man.
Absolutely
classic.
classic. Oh, man.
I'll talk to you later. Thank you very, very much, and you call me anytime.
All right, Jack. Hey, thanks a lot for your time, man.
Thanks, man. You got it. Thank you.
Good luck, man. Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Thanks.